What's going on, everybody? MrHappyDrew here with another Hardcore Decor episode 4. It's going to be a mouthful, full one finish with it here. I just got finished building the platform for all the different tree types, and I've been cutting them down as they've been growing up and such. I have jungle wood, spruce. You don't see it here, but this is dark oak. We got birch. We got acacia, and then we have regular oak right there. I've got a couple, about more than a stack of each type of wood in each one of these chests in front of it, with their various saplings. With getting out all that stone, I did do like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour mining session, and I did get all of these items. I went through another 2 pickaxes or 2.5 pickaxes, and then I got all the materials here. So I got another block of diamonds, 22 blocks of iron, 60 stack plus 15 redstone, 23 blocks of lapis lazuli, 39 blocks of like the good old coal, and then we got the gold blocks here. So these are all the materials that we were able to gather through our mining efforts. Let's just combine these up here real quick, and then we'll reorganize in just a moment. So we want to drop this like down here. And I decided that I wasn't going to show like me finding diamonds anymore on camera because I figure that's pretty boring to watch, and you guys would be more happy just like seeing the progress we're making with building. So that's it for the beginning of this episode. Right now, I'm going to go in a creative world because you just have more access to like different slabs and steps and everything like that. And I'm going to find out which material which wood type, which kind of stone variant looks best. I'm gonna come back and show you what it looks like in that world. I love the way this grows, so you can just grow to cut in line. And if you didn't know, most trees you want to separate. If you're making like a tree farm like this, you want to separate by 5 blocks in each direction till you plant the next one. And then this one right here is kind of like this because I planted saplings for a 6. These do not spawn with a 2 by 6 sort of fashion right there. But yeah, so it kind of gives them enough room. So you have like overhangs like this. This will never grow up to this. And like this sapling, these 2 saplings might grow into a tree, but because this overhang right here from this tree, it will never like really grow up. But if you give it some room like this, now this tree has an opportunity of like growing to a tall tree like one of these guys. So yeah, I'm going to go to that creative world, and I got to gather some more saplings for these guys because I only have this much dark oak. But this, for some reason, the dark oak saplings weren't dropping, and maybe that there was some left up there, and I went mining again, and I just missed them dropping on the ground. But I had 3 of them growing at one time, but now I only have 2 saplings left. So I did something with them, and I don't know what I did with them, but there might be somewhere in my base or something. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, like I'm going a little too far here, but yeah, gonna go creative world, and we will meet up in just a minute. See you soon. All right, guys, we're back. I'm in my test world right now. I got a whole bunch of creations I made over the years here. And I'm kind of testing out like different, just seeing what I can work with the different kinds of woods and their leaf types, and the different kinds of slabs and stairs and everything. And then here's all the stone variants right here. And then right here in this section is the kind of the iron section. Got the iron, pressure plate, trapdoors, etc. going all the way down. This isn't really iron, this is more of a stone grinder, but it looks ironish, so I kind of want to include it in our build. And I don't know if I'm going to do anything with the doors, but I at least want to know what they like look like texture wise. So when the area that I want to do is a 3x3 water channel, because I want to put a magma block at the very bottom of one of them, and a soul stand in the bottom of the other one. Maybe like a whole wall of magma blocks, whole wall of soul stand, separating it by one water. So this is the kind of the design that I'm going for right now. So this would stand. So all the villagers would kind of come up these stairs. I don't know if how wide I want these stairs. This is the front for right now. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep this. This is all temporary. It's kind of showing you what I'm have in mind. But basically, the villagers would come up here and like kind of gather at the stone at the well. And I was also looking at the different kind of trap doors I want to attach this. I like the fact that these are on actually that would actually look better if it was like this, right? Because if I had like a stone here, it looks like it's like attached to it. That actually looks better than the way I had it actually. So I'm not sure if I want to have all these wood types and all these stone types are not. I'm just getting like the general style in which I want, wood or stone in these locations, and then I'll go from there. And I kind of have a thing. So this looks like a pulley. This grinder, and I want to kind of work this. Maybe change the direction of this grindstone here. So it's like this. Yeah, and maybe have a couple chains going. Does it work like that? No, it doesn't. Maybe like going like this, and then like a stone here, like a stone here, and then a couple more chains. Hold on. This kind of me building on the fly here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, but we'll get there eventually. And then like maybe another stone here with a pulley coming down right here, and then a couple stone things. So it's like you pull this to raise and lower the bucket to get some more water out of the well, like that sort of situation. That kind of looks interesting. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna let that marinate in my brain for a few more minutes, and then we'll see how this looks in just a few moments here. I will meet up with you guys soon with hopefully a more intermediate section of this right here. So I'll meet up with you guys in just a minute. See you soon. And we're back. So we're kind of at the build that we were working on before. I kind of played with it a little bit more, found that I like this pulley system, so it looks like it's pulling a block out like this. Like the villagers could pull this chain and pull up this through this pulley system. The kind where it was going through the rock before didn't quite make sense to me. That like, how's it going through the rock, etc. in my brain. But this looks, I mean, it's not connected, but you get the general idea of how it would work. So I was looking at the pulley and I was going, well, this dark oak does match it perfectly. I don't like how it doesn't give it like a different texture thing to it. So I made this little section thing right here, and I was just basically going, yeah, that's the middle of the dark oak right there, that edge of the grindstone, and that little support structure is the side of the dark oak. So this is dark oak. These are all the dark oak logs and woods that you can kind of get. And then I was like, what kind of like makes it look good? So I looked at acacia. Acacia makes it really pop, and I kind of like it a little bit, not really so much. Here's the jungle wood. The jungle wood looks okay. We got the birch right here. The birch was not a fan. Oak wasn't a fan, but I did like the way the spruce made this look. So I went over here with spruce wood next, and I came up with the stairway. I wasn't quite happy with the way this looks, so I kind of improved upon the idea over here. And I said, well, I want it to be. I don't mind these blocks right here, actually. Um, I said, well, if we're gonna make this the well, and it's gonna be the middle of town, let's make it larger. So I decided to make it a. I think this is a 5x5 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5x5 plus shape water source thing down here. So as you can see, that's kind of the cauldron right there, which is kind of our bucket drawing the water up. And then, so this is kind of a further improvement upon our idea where you pull the chain and the water comes up and you drop the chain and the buckets go down and gather more water. Same thing with this side over here. And this is kind of like I was thinking it should be larger, so two-sided. This right here is our. This is kind of our like two of our beginners, and this is more of our intermediate design right here, which I haven't made a design past this, so this is where we're at right now. Is it's a little bit higher, a little bit larger, same sort of the 3x3 section right here, but it's the platform which they can gather because I'm going to have, I don't know, 30, 40 villagers, maybe 50 villagers. So if they're all gathering at once, they're going to need some space. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to gather at this bell, pretty much at the well. So they're going to be, meh, meh, and they're not going to need to have some space to spread out. So I'm going to have this sizable platform for them to do that. So we have that going for the villagers right here. I kind of made, you know, these pressure plates aren't really permanent. I was trying to break up the color so you can kind of see it, the depth a little bit better. I'm not quite sure what kind of decorations I'm going to put up here quite yet, but we do have our stairs, and I'm not exactly sold on this yet. I don't know if I want to keep this the way it looks, and this is kind of like the support structure of the bottom of the stairs. And this especially is not good really for me. I like this how this is kind of like supported right here, but it's not really that good for me. Uh, but it's growing on me. I don't know. So we have a kind of some lanterns down here, some kind of more texture with the well, and then you kind of see a door right there. And that door, and the whole reason why this support structure down here looks a little cluttered is because we're kind of really trying to hide that door. Because this door, if we walk around here and we press this button, will be the entrance to our mines. So we're gonna have on this side or on that side, whichever, still sand on this side and magma blocks on this side to pull us down to our mines. And then you know, this is our well, of course, and above here is kind of our structure for a thing here. I'd have a button here just to get in and out. And it's looking really nice. I really like this way it looks, especially with these metal bars kind of holding up these grates, because if you're pouring water into smaller things, you kind of want to pour it onto a grate so it doesn't flood everywhere. It just goes back into the well. So I kind of thought that was a good idea. And then these bars are what's holding the grates up, and the bars are attached to um, the wood, like they're drilled into the wood area, so it's kind of makes it a little structurally more sound in my mind, so it looks really nice. But that's kind of what we got so far. I don't know if we're going to keep the support beam going this way. We might just change it so it's going this way and make the roof kind of like this right here. Actually make this maybe this like this, maybe the roof like this, maybe. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Just make the roof go across like this. So we're gonna work on some roof ideas while I'm staying here. I don't think I'm gonna rebuild this whole thing again for like a third example. One, two, three, a fourth example. I'm probably just gonna improve upon this design right here, and then I will meet up with you guys in a few moments here, and we will see what I come up with. And I'll meet up with you guys soon. Catch you in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. I did a lot more building and changes the last time you guys have seen this. I went a little overboard with the lanterns. I really like the way they look, but I just don't know if because I was trying to make sure it was not spawnable. There's not a single block on here that's spawnable, and it's everything is light level 8 or higher, so nothing on here can be spawned. It's all spawn proof for the most part inside the thing and below. So yeah, that's why I've got so many lanterns all over the build right now, but it I really like the way this looks. This is a great meeting spot for my villagers to come up to here and just go "Meow, meow, meow." So I've lowered the bell a little bit so they have more access to it. I think so they won't be more as bunched up as they were maybe they would be doing before. I was gonna do a quick test and get like summon in like hundreds of villagers or something like that and see how it looks in here, but I haven't figured out what to do for like decorations like around here, and I'm not quite sure what to build because this is a 2 by 2 area here, and this is a 3 by 3 area right here for these. And I kind of want to put some furniture or something up in these areas. I'm not quite sure what to do. Here's another area that I kind of want to do something in, just a 2 by 1 area, maybe like a bench or something. But I don't know what I could put. I just don't know how to build this. So if you have any suggestions about what to put in here or any links to YouTube videos that like might have like a really nice like insert I can put here for like a well/town meeting area, please leave a comment below. Would be wonderful. And I'm going to start working on this now. Oh, I did choose dark oak as our base for the decks. I think it looks really well with the whole build right here. So I think, and dark oak really looks good with like every oak set. Like every plank set looks pretty okay with the dark oak as its base. Like look at this. Like you can't really go wrong with the dark oak as like the background place. See, it's not each one of them like they each one of them pops except for the dark oak block itself, and it kind of blends in easier. But all of them kind of go well. So I think I'm going to put the dark oak as the base for all of our walkways, and then we'll build buildings out of different wood types from that. So like those wood types, like the spruce, will pop out and look better. Now this bottom area, I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same. As I build, I'm going to make it mossy. Throw some mossy, stairs and whatnot in here, so they breaks up the monotony a little bit. And I think I'm going to a little further down here. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Down here, I think I'm going to at a certain level, just because I'm not going to go all the way down with with stones. Oh, these stone bricks, but I'm going to go down a certain amount and do like mossy cobblestone and stuff like that when it gets lower and lower and lower. Just so it looks like they maybe have like it was an older construction that maybe they improved over time to like made stone bricks and like made it look nicer above. But like they're like maybe a civilization may have been there before their village was there or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to do that all around, but it's kind of nice to do that for like the town center sort of situation. But yeah, so I'm gonna start clearing out, go back to the hardcore world and start clearing out an area. Not an area, but like start building this design. I'm probably not gonna have the 1, 2, 3, 4 grindstones and the 2 cauldrons out yet, because when I get the villagers, I don't want them to claim these grindstones and cauldrons as their workplaces, because I kind of want to leave this area pretty sparse until when they go to meet up that once a day, or when they go do the wandering that they do during the day. So I'm gonna leave those kind of in a blank spot. This kind of looks darker than it should. 8. Yeah, it's an 8. Okay. Just making sure. It was kind of making me wonder. And I'm not quite sure what to do with these, if I should leave these as the pressure plates or not. I kind of like that it breaks up the wood, because if you look at this, like this isn't. Look at this. It just doesn't, like, that makes it look pop it out. Like I think I'm gonna leave them as is for right now until maybe I think something else different. But anyways, yeah. So back to the hardcore world we go. I'll meet up with you guys in just a moment. See you soon. All right, guys, welcome back. We are here in the hardcore world. I don't know what we call it. The fishing village, and we're here and I built up the very bottom of the future well/meeting area. And I've got to say, I really like how this is looking, this bottom section. I built up about, I want to say 70% of the bottom right here. I still got a little bit of this side to go out and a little bit of the top side to go out, but it's looking quite nice indeed. Now, making this building this size has made me think about like how large I want this platform right here to be. I was originally going to make it so, how do I explain this? Let's get some like wood blocks here so I kind of explain here. I was kind of thinking like this right here would be the here. Let's just get this like this is the area in which I can build in, right? Was kind of going to be like something like this. Like another plus sign sort of situation like this, right? This isn't to scale. This looks really terrible, but we're going to go from here, okay? So, like, this was going to be... Let's go like that right there, whatever. It's terrible, but stay with me here. So, like, this was going to be the, this thing right here, right? And I was thinking about making, like, small platforms, like little walkways to other areas. So, like, connecting, like, this section of the village would be like a small like on this line right here, like a walkway connecting like some like fishing stuff over there, like connected by one walkway going across, and maybe we'll have like another fishing thing like here connected by a walkway here, and maybe like another one over here connected by a walkway like this or something like that. Something of that nature. I thought I was going to make it like that originally and not have it be like one solid block going across. And I think I like it better with the solid block going across. And it's kind of a bummer for me because I was thinking about making these interesting walkways, but I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. We'll come up with maybe a different design as we're like building up structures inside this area. But yeah, so that's basically the thoughts I'm having as I'm building it up right now. I'm not realizing how small of an area I'm constricting myself to make it so that the villagers will all meet up during their meetup time, and like we'll be able to see them here at the well. So yeah, I think that I want to call it an episode, not episode, but call the episode for today. Right now, I kind of ran out of time with all the planning I did with in the creative world with this right here. So I'm going to call the episode right here, and then I will catch you guys next time with a completed build here. Hopefully, I will be able to complete all in the next episode. I'm sure I will. I've got plenty of wood over there. And I've got our two main type wood types here. I've got some spruce and I've got a whole bunch of dark oak, which is a little bit more with dark oak than I actually needed. So yeah, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day or night, and ta-ta for later. See, ta-ta for now. See you later. Ta-ta.